Today is the 14th of September and you are watching Rock the Block Live Daily with me, Eugene Tay. This episode was brought to you by our friends over at OneChain, the world's first cross-chain solution for financial infrastructure. First up on Fuddip Fomoon, headline news is on AERGO, AERGO, a blockchain protocol with plans for a one-stop DApp marketplace. Well, instead of going the ICO route, what AERGO is trying to do is just have a token distribution event, or TDE as most of you would understand from that acronym. They plan to reward 3,725 community members between $200 to 2,500 USD worth of tokens. The total amount of tokens given out would account for about 50% of the entire pool of about $30 million worth of tokens. What members have to do effectively is like a bounty program where they have to perform certain tasks like give comments, retweet, reshare some of the posts, produce high quality content, and then they are eligible for a lucky draw or a lottery to win this amount of tokens. The submission deadline for this, if you are interested, is on the 7th of October. After that, the in-house analysts will score your submissions and put it into either Tier 1 or Tier 2 for qualified teams. However, US and China citizens are not eligible for this. Sorry guys, for more information, click on the link below to see how you can get part of this action. And on my next piece of news, yet another stable coin. I think I've reported about 5 stable coins this month alone. But anyway, another stable coin by the name of CarbonUSD is built upon the Ethereum blockchain, and this token will be SEC compliant and available to institutional investors and exchanges. Unlike the Gemini dollar and Paxos that I reported a few days ago, the CarbonUSD has yet to be launched, and the company has plans to get it listed on as many exchanges as possible, and it would change its algorithmic model if it hits a market cap of USD 1 billion to remain stable and reliable. Now, I know we always talk about crypto being very speculative and people prefer stablecoin for transaction, but really guys, do we need that many stable coins around? What about you guys? Which of the stable coins will you support? I kind of figured that the old guys would prefer the USDT because you're very familiar with that. But what about Paxos or what about Gemini dollar compared to CarbonUSD? Are you in favor of that? Leave me something in a comment below to let me know. Cryptocurrency exchange Liquid, or as many of you might know them to be Qryptos, have suspended trading for Crypterium, CRPT. Why? There was nothing malicious about it. In fact, we felt that someone might have made a mistake and sold 30,000 tokens for a very low price, crushing the entire price down to just 699 Satoshi. Liquid Exchange makes use of a circuit breaker, which is an instrument used in observing the market, and the moment the tool is triggered, the circuit breaker is instantaneously incapacitated. In my next category, pumped up dumps. You know, Malta is trying to be the blockchain island, and in fact, they might have just taken that another step by working with Waves. Malta's government official and Prime Minister Joseph Muscat have recently met up with the Waves team to explore the possibility of using the Waves platform in the government and other corporate sector. Now, if this really takes place and moved on, we're going to see a huge boost in Wave token price. So you heard it from me first, and I think I might get myself on some Waves as well, just in case, because Waves has been around for some time and we even covered it in one of our reviews. We felt it was a great project but have not received much love in recent times. A little bit of gaming news. Touch Hour Inc., the developers behind the upcoming game Nine Lives Arena, has announced that multiverse items will be offered to backers of their Kickstarter campaigns. What is this multiverse we speak of? If you've been listening to some of our other coverage or reviews of gaming tokens, there is a huge push for gamers to be able to port their equipment from one game to another game. So when we talk about a multiverse equipment, what this means is that these items can be used in many other games if they share the same blockchain. And some of these items are like Forge Hammer, Hippochrome Sword, a mic that hung over a lot, are just the first 3 multiverse items announced. 9 Lives Arena will be running on Engine Coin platform, so the multiverse items are usable across multiple gaming realms. 9 Lives Arena is a AAA grade 1v1 RPG game. It will first be released in 2019 on PC first, but there's also reports that there will be a Xbox and a PlayStation version. 9 Lives Arena game mechanics is based on permadeath hardcore mode, which means once you're dead, Jim. You get into the Hall of Fame where you have your stats written out there, like any hardcore game that you play on Diablo. The only difference is that you have 9 lives, and therefore the name 9 Lives Arena. Cryptocurrency exchange Bitmex have been accused of manipulating the price of Ether. Now, this guy really hates Ether. In fact, the allegations came from various reports accusing Bitmex CEO Arthur Hayes of telling his customers, who has leveraged margins of 100x, to short Ethereum. Based on reports, Hayes affirmed that if you are a Bitcoin-based speculator, this is the perfect way to punt on the ETH USD price, and has offered 50x leverage on ETH USD perpetual swaps using only Bitcoin. In a way, people don't have to touch the Ethereum or USD. Seems like Arthur Hayes really hates Ethereum to the point where he's willing to pump in $3 billion in trade volumes for Ethereum/USD perpetual swap as a way to sink it. The company has no ETH futures but offers EOS, BCH, and Cardano. Now, this might explain for the recent crash in prices for Ethereum. Looks like the entire team of enterprise blockchain startup Apex don't quite like the honesty that came out of a review site called Crypto Briefing. Andre Cronje, a resident code reviewer for Crypto Briefing, published a technical overview of the Apex platform on 25th of August, saying that it's not for the faint-hearted, and some of the code is copied of Bitcoin code. That alone isn't anything very drastic because people do copy codes off GitHub. And this itself is not that big a deal. However, this led Apex to respond, and that sort of escalate matters. In the subsequent Medium post made by Apex CTO Richard Wang, he rebutted with, "The tone of the article is a bit emotionally charged, and the author's credential," talking about Cronje, "would only qualify him as an entry-level engineer at Apex Technologies." Ooh, burn! And that the review is far from comprehensive. Wang, however, acknowledged that the copied Bitcoin code for their consensus was from a previous version and wasn't updated, admitting that it was his team's mistake. In founders and use chains, Hong Kong-based jewelry retailer Chow Tai Fook Jewelry Group will be using blockchain platform to track their diamonds. Chow Tai Fook has already put some of his diamonds on the blockchain developed by startup Everledger and secured by IBM blockchain platform. This will enable Chow Tai Fook customers to ascertain the origin and authenticity of stones sold in its T-Mark branded stores, using an app called T-Mark, where they can scan against a series of serial numbers. So ladies, if your boyfriends and husband buy you diamonds and you want to check if it's the real deal and it's from Chow Tai Fook, you can download this app and scan the diamond to see if this is indeed the real deal. So some 3,000 T-Mark diamonds in 4 of its stores have already been captured, and Chow Tai Fook plans to extend it up to 10,000 stones in 10 stores. So the Chow Tai Fook project follows in the footsteps of another diamond giant, De Beers, which has announced in May this year that it was putting its diamonds on the blockchain so you can trace it all the way from the mines down to the retail store. And that blockchain platform is called Tracer, Tracr. So that's all the news I have for you today on Rock the Block Daily News. Don't forget to go up to our website at www.rocktheblock.live. It's brand new, and we have a newsletter segment where you can put in your email address, hit the subscribe button, and receive weekly news update, stuff that we don't talk about on air. Now, show us some love, and I'll see you guys again next week right here on Rock the Block Live. Eugene Tay signing out.